Hey there guys, thanks for tuning in. This is Gregson and we are here at IMPA test days. It's very bright, so I'm sorry for squinting. Wanted to give you kind of an experience here. Basically what this is IMPA means International Motor Press Association. And what that means is it's a motor press association for people that do automotive journalism or write for automotive blogs or anything like that. They can kind of come out and test a whole bunch of different cars. And as you can kind of see behind me, as I pan around, there are a literal shit ton of cars here. Now, basically, what that means we can do is we can kind of just drive whatever the hell we want, and that's awesome. So what I've done is I've signed up for, you can see this Toyota Mirai over here. There's something else coming in. That's a Mercedes AMG drop top. And behind it is Jaguar F-Type. That's F-Type SVR, actually, which I will be driving in a few minutes. But I've signed up for a drive with the McLaren 570 GT. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hop in that, and I'm going to take you for a little spin. So let's go. Guys, I'm going to drive this. What's going on? Why am I getting the keys to this? Alright, let's get in. Holy shit. Alright, let's do this. Oh my god. Okay, so this thing is stupid fast. Welcome to the McLaren 570 GT. I'm gonna take this for about a 15-minute drive. That's all the time I have with it, but my god, just doing the one thing, the one acceleration out of the parking lot, it is absolutely nuts. And I apologize if the camera's a little shaky. It's mounted directly to the dash, and I mean, so far the ride is not stiff. I mean, it feels the same as the Jaguar XE I was in earlier, and feels even better than the Caddy ATS-V I was in. Oh, there's a bump. Yep, definitely felt that. Oh my god. I could really get myself in trouble with this thing, but I won't. The shifts are so immediate, and you get that acceleration and then the thump from the, let me put the windows up so it's not so damn loud in here. You get more engine noise. You get that thump from the gears. Yeah, you just get that like bang, but it's not a visceral kind of, I guess, Lamborghini bang. It's more of a subdued bang, I guess you could say. But it's really, really cool. And you get that like quick, kind of aggressive shifting to it. Man. Alright, so initial reactions of a McLaren, pretty damn good. Oh man, again, this is the 570 GT, so this is McLaren's offering of normal, if McLaren does normal, which even just in the 5 seconds that I've been in this car, it's still not normal. Like, this is mind-altering. Okay. This is by far the fastest car I've ever been in my entire life. There is nothing else that's this fast, in my mind. And I've driven some pretty fast cars. The not Jaguar, what am I saying? The Nissan, what is it? The Nissan GTR. I can't even speak. This is like a dream come true for me. I've never been in a McLaren. Well, I've never driven a McLaren. I sat in the 650S and 675 LT at the New York Auto Show, and you know, that was a dream come true. And I got to see an F1 Longtail there, and a P1 GTR, and that was incredible. But being able to drive a McLaren, this is like a dream come true. I've never had this experience in my entire life. So pardon me if this is a little bit ridiculous on my end and I can't talk and I say the same things over and over and over again, because I mean, this is just nuts. But the car itself, it handles beautifully. I'm in sport mode for both of the active panel. So you get your active panel, you get normal, sport, and track mode. I'm in sport, and the ride is sublime. This is a beautiful ride. It's very smooth. The engine noise is nice. You get great engine noise. There's good engine noise. There's also good exhaust note, but it's not too crazy, which is cool. Even just cruising. So I mean, right now I'm in a back road, 6th gear, 7th gear, cruising along. You know, it's very quiet in here, and that is not an easy thing to accomplish in a car with 570 horsepower, and that's meant to be driven at kind of the limit a lot. But this is their GT offering, so I mean, I get it. You know, that you're gonna have a bit more softness to it. You know, basically every this is the way that the PR guy JP explained it to me, is this is basically a 570S with every luxury option thrown in it and done. Like, that's what the 570 GT is. There's also a little bit, I'm sure there is, I gotta research this, so don't quote me. I'm sure there is a bit to do with the damping. They soften the damping a bit, and they soften the aggression in the suspension. So, I mean, this is their GT car, so it's gonna be less aggressive than the S. Obviously, 6752, totally different car, or the 570 GT3, or whatever the racing model is. But so this is very familiar. If you've been in a McLaren before, this is pretty much the same setup, but you get like cup holders down here in the middle. You can't really see. I'm not gonna take the phone off and show you anything, but you get a really banging sound system, Bowers & Wilkins sound system. You get the same setup as you would in any other McLaren, but it's just kind of softened. It's more of a luxurious kind of atmosphere. Everything is soft touch leather. The seats are bolstered beautifully. They're very comfortable. They hug you well, and they're comfortable, which is something that, you know, a lot of manufacturers don't get right. I'm 5'6", 200 pounds, so it's not, I'm not like my fat's not going out of the seat. Oh, here's a nice straightaway. Hang on. This thing is an absolute riot. I can only imagine what a 570S, 650S, and 675 LT are like. I mean, Mr. JWW, go over to his page and watch his 675 LT video from Tenerife. That video is the video that made me want to really, really get into McLaren. Like, I've loved McLaren my whole life. Ever since I was 9, I wanted to get in one. And that video is something that every McLaren fan should watch. Every single McLaren fan. Because that's the experience I'm having right now, just going slow in my own mind. Like, this is absolutely insane. And it's so awesome. I can't even believe I'm doing this. And you get a great whoosh from behind. I'll tell you what, this is surprising me. I thought it was gonna be, I mean, don't get me wrong, McLaren knows what the hell they're doing, but I'm very surprised that this is as sporty as it is. I mean, you're obviously taking a supercar in a 570S and you're making it softer for more of a GT feel with the added space, the shelving, everything like that. But I was not expecting it to be this like aggressive, and that's great, because when I'm cruising just like this, you know, 4th gear, 5th gear on a back road, it's very subdued. and it's very relaxing, and I don't feel like the ride is jarring. I don't feel, even in sport mode, I don't feel like the ride is jarring. I don't feel like I'm getting tossed around like I would in like a Hellcat or something like that, or another supercar of this kind of, you know, ilk. But, you know, when you put your foot down, it has the same supercar characteristics that you would expect from a McLaren. You know, you get that savage acceleration, you get that blast of speed, you get the turbo whoosh, you get the kind of like sound as the turbos like let off, you get the fan blow up. It's the same experience, but you get a luxury car kind of out of the same thing, which is super great. And I don't know, I like to think that I would buy a McLaren in the next like 5 years. That's like my dream goal. If I hit the lottery, or I'll, you know, somehow start a business and sell it or whatever, that's the goal. And buy a McLaren. McLaren's like my top. That's my top. This is probably gone. I mean, I obviously have to drive the rest of the cars. This is now up there. This is way at the top, because this car, just in, I mean, the video, it says 9 minutes on the video. I'm already sold. This is a fantastic car. I've said everything I can. I'm just gonna freaking drive. This is nuts. I'm driving a McLaren. This is my life right now. How is this even happening? Who am I? I shouldn't be driving a McLaren. Don't listen to that McLaren. Give me more. Oh my God. All right, my time is beginning to come to a close, so this is sad. I'm now getting sad. However, this is a very long straightaway, and I will be gunning it because it's the only other time I'm gonna be able to do it. Holy shit. What kind of magic? Oh my God. I think my brain has come out the back of my head. This is something, this is on a totally different echelon. There is nothing that I've ever driven like this in my entire life. Oh, and by the way, you can't see it. I'm getting looks from every single car that passes. Every single car. There isn't one car that I've passed that hasn't been like, what is that? For good reason. I got nothing. This is amazing. I want this car. I want to buy it. I want to buy it now. Whew, holy crap. Alright, well, we're about to pull back in. I'm going to go park this thing, and I'm going to hop in some more cars. Probably going to go to the F-Type SVR next, so let's see what that thing sounds like. From V8 twin turbo to V8 crazy supercharged. Let's do it. Right, so that clearly was an epic fail, because as you can see, I'm here next to my car in a park back home, and yeah, what happened was I had a really poor getting out of the McLaren. What happened was I have a mount for the dashboard, which is where I had the phone, and basically it's a magnet, and it has two little prongs at the bottom, and those prongs just help it stay stable right at the bottom, and the magnet in my phone case basically just holds it to the back. And when I got out of the McLaren, I was holding it straight down, and the phone just went, and the phone screen cracked, and the back camera cracked as well. So huge fail, huge noob move on my part. But the good news is I still got the McLaren video. You just saw it, which is really cool, and God, I freaking love McLarens. So what that does is brings this to a close, and you'll be seeing just more content on here from test days, from IMPA, as well as other things that are going to be coming up. So don't forget to like, unlike, thumbs down, thumbs up, subscribe, follow us on Twitter at Shifting Lanes, Instagram at Shifting Lanes, and Facebook.com/Shifting Lanes, and we'll catch you next time. See ya.